Hello, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with Westphalia. So, last time I took an opportunistic peace deal from the Ottomans after being called in by Russia. So I now own both sides of the Bosphorus. So now I'll be able to pass through all of the Ottoman lands with no problems whatsoever. And now we're at war with Austria, so let's get to it. So yeah, rip in peace Ansbach, see you later. I, however, am taking on Pest. And why not also VN? Oh yeah, because I'm locked by the fort. No worries. No worries. I figured it out. So let's... Maybe I need to abandon the siege here. And reinforce Prague. Actually, what I can do is I can just attack Landshut. That might cause them to... There you go. So that causes Austria to get off the fort. I probably need to get into the province quicker to the reinforce. Just force march our way over. And I should get there in time, even though I'm winning the battle anyway. But oh wow, it didn't even need reinforcements. So that's looking good. For now then, this army can do more work on this Landshut business. And let's gain army professionalism. The Mercs will deal with the Bardenese units. Westphalia gets spy network construction 10 years. Whatever. It's only 10 years. All it does is offset my positive modifiers. It's not a big issue. And now I'm Tech 17, so now they will not want to fight me. So yeah, the plan will be Siege Pest. Okay. It fell as I said it. Then we'll siege Vienna. And of course I want to win as many battles as possible, seeing as this is a... What's the word I'm looking for? Show superiority. It's a show superiority war, therefore I do want to show superiority. Give me them sneaky little battles. Now what's this 26k going to do? Is it going to walk into the stack? No. So let's have the Mercs go deal with Cologne. I'm not having you attack my damn capital. That is not going on. That is not the result I want to see, Munich. Well, Austria normally has at least one of these guys allied, but why like two of them? Just deal with having one. That's like a waste of your resources, Austria, really. I mean, sure, technically I'm saying it because it's also a waste of mine, but more importantly it's a waste of Austria's relations. They could keep emperorship better by actually improving relations with people. But then again, they're not bothered about having emperorship because they're never going to be emperor. Unlucky. I'm going to give a lot of land to Transylvania here. I've declared a religious CB as if I want provinces, but I don't. I want to give all this to... Well, I mean, I might take a couple, but... For sure Transylvania will get their cores back, then I'll integrate them. I'll give them back their cores and maybe a little bit of this land. Mind you, what would Hungary do? So, Transylvania... I'd give Transylvania the back half. I could then release Hungary here. Or would I core it myself? I may core it myself. I mean, I do have a lot of floating admin power. Although that being said, the floating admin power is also because I'm going to be taking up to the golden number soon. Tech 17 on admin is so important. One of the single... I think I discussed this last episode maybe. It's one of the single best jumps in the admin tech line. To 17 for admin, to 23 for dip, and for mail. Honestly, the gap from 5 to 6 is pretty big. as is the gap to 16, I believe. The 16 gap's actually pretty nice and good to be on the advantage of. Also, when you hit late game, the modifiers that you get with the morale differences in the last few techs can also be quite a pain if you're not up to date. So somehow I'm still positive on my manpower. This is kind of nice. And how's the battles going? Okay, I almost have ticking. So I need to kind of somewhat get on the offensive. I've banged the fort on high ground, so maybe that can reinforce into Vienne. If they take back Vienne, I will just fight them for it, of course. And with that being said, I do now have the fort, so I can reinforce myself. Let's do it with mercs though. They missed that siege tick, luckily. Gives me more than enough time for the mercs to come in, hopefully. "12 days left." Oh, they might have another tick. I don't want to force march this. I can't be bothered. That's, yeah. They did not get to win the siege, which is, I mean, it didn't matter on this fort whether or not I'm on the defensive because it's flat land, but still, it's nice in principle. So let's go siege Salzburg. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably bring the main army over to bang the fort. And then... uh-oh. Oh no, actually that's fine. That's totally fine. I was about to be worried that this needs to reinforce and I'm not in position, but don't worry, that's all okay. It turns out. I should win this, there you go. Then the mercs get into this spot. The regular manpower army comes around. Again, that's more just zone of attrition, zone of control rules there. Always lose devotion over prestige. Devotion means very little. Prestige means more. Yeah, it really is not a lot of importance, devotion. When it comes to the government types, I would say that devotion's the least important of all the leader powers. Then maybe, I mean, meritocracy becomes important, but early in the emperorship, meritocracy isn't too important when it comes to Emperor of China. Oh, I can't get a general on this stack. I need to wait a little more. I think Republican tradition is probably the most important, and legitimacy sits somewhere in the middle. Horde unity being low can cause issues, so I'd put Horde unity kind of high on the list. But for sure, Republican tradition is more important, I'd say. So they broke the siege. Why? Because they could see that I was going to be making my way over? I don't know. Either way, something made them want to break. So let's go through and break their units. They broke their siege, I will break their spirits. And the 1k stack is trying to run for its life, but I can just redirect course. And who's Venice at war with? Ragusa. Venetian conquest of Ragusa. Last I looked, they only were guaranteed by the Ottomans. They are only guaranteed by the Ottomans. So, why is... How did Castile get involved? Did they I don't know. Either way, Castile's involved with fighting Venice. I can't see that going well for Castile still, so still think that's going to be a Venetian win. Then let's see here. I think I'll gain professionalism. It's only ducats. And let's see, where does the other stack is here. This needs the better general. And I'll go stick that in Maros. This guy can have the other general and go siege in probably Munich. I assume Landshut would want peace now. Money. Pillage? Not pillage. Let's just do money and war reps. Move on. They're out of my war at least. So this will go to Obdes. Now hold on. This big stack was going to go to Marosh. These stacks together can attack into Steiermark. Or the like. Oh, they changed pathing. Then that made me want to change pathing. Oops. I messed that up. Also, why are they running away? They've got a better general and they're on mountains. Whatever. I'll go take them on in I'll go take them Oberkant and then they can do what they want here. Then I need to start reconsidering what I want to grab to make these borders clean. I need to do stuff like fight Coburg and fight East Frisia and the like, really. That's what I need to start doing. Even though I did say last episode that I'd probably be fighting France next. I'll wait to tech up. The intention there being if I can save admin points while I get... I want this early, but I also want to save the 10%. So if I wait for... Oh. I also have global trade as an issue. Okay. Well, maybe I embrace global trade, then grab Tech 17. It is spreading somewhat in the country. I mean, Cologne's got it, so... Okay, I was about to say, so these provinces should start getting it at a decent rate, but the answer is not really. Maybe I will just have to take it at the institution penalty on this occasion. We'll see. All I know is that's 40k. There you go, I was about to say there's 40k Austrians in Nassau that I noticed really late. So let's siege down. Hold on. Would Munich siege out or would they peace out already? They would not peace out already. I will have to siege their capital. Alright. Then I'll stay the course. Then yes, I am banging a lot of forts here. Don't worry, I see it too. Yeah, one more month. Then I'll grab Tech 17. Again, that will bring me down to under GovCap and give me sweet, sweet admin efficiency. Oh, Aragon's come to play. For real. So Aragon, you do not want peace yet, despite the fact that we have your capital. Good job, Castile. So once I can peace out Aragon, I want them to annul alliances with France. That's the goal. And now they've got free reign to go to Westphalia. I might want to start pushing back against that. Can't really be having that. That's unacceptable. And this guy is out of the war, so... Money, war reps, let's gain a little bit of prestige. And that pulls you out. One less distraction. Where's the independent army? I actually can't see them. Oh, they're in Lienz. Yeah, Aragon. Aragona. No alliances with France, and get out of my war. Perfect. They're now no longer sieging a important province. And what do we do here? Prestige? Nah, admin power. In that situation. And my main stack can come back over. Let's deal with this here. Deal with these reform zealots real quick. Just because when I take the land, I know that it will be dealt with, but I don't want to have it stay around. As in, I don't want the reform zealots to stay. So let's grab you into Cologne. Get out of here, Baden. The Mercs will deal with the Austrians. And I'm pretty much almost good to peace out. Actually. Tuscany present an issue though. I mean, not an issue from a point of view of like doing any damage, just from a point of view of that they're giving Austria some war score. And will probably mean that I can't take quite as much of a peace deal. That's not too much of a worry right now. I can worry about it when I actually peace out. So yeah, they're all kind of trapped in Frankfurt. In comes Castile. Ignores the battle going on right next to them. Refuses to elaborate further, leaves. So where are you going next? Just Oberhessen? Sure. Austria, this fight is Oberhessen. So, let's see here. I can grab Tech 17. I want all of this to go to Transylvania over here, which is partly why I wanted to occupy it anyway. I know I could return calls or I could use the option in the menu, but with a religious CB, it's zero dip when you just do it like this. So, in fact, I can show that off real quick once this siege goes. Right, let's take one province as an example. So, Marosh, 2.1 aggressive expansion, 0 dip. If I ask you to return Marosh, it costs me 14 dip and 4.7 aggressive expansion. It's all to do with the CB type I have presented. So let's say Transylvania gets all of this. I say all of this like it's a lot. They get their like 20 dev that they were missing. I'll give you the Alfold state as well. Then I can take... What do I want to take? I mean, I could take some of this way. Oh, why can't I take this? I actually don't have the Sundgau fort sieged. Interesting. So let's take... I don't know, do I take Vienne? Let's take something like this, maybe. A little bit of a coalition. I've got the admin points to pretty much exactly call what I'm taking. Transylvania's name now looks cooler. It doesn't look quite as smushed up and weird. I'll call this. The rest will need to be converted before I core it. That's okay. And now the plan will be to get ready for France. So my Merc company is looking low. My manpower is looking equally non-existent. Also, if I declare war again on the Ottomans, I'd probably start with units on the Anatolian side. Or do I just build a fort over here to just guarantee that something has... Nah, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by that. That's okay. So you now notice that I still have the GovCap to make states, as I am no longer above. Huh. Level 3 half price or just 50 admin. Let's go for the 50 admin here. Again, these three will all be converted because it's not like I could call them right now. I will begin the integration of Transylvania. They've been a great subject, but I think their lands in my hands would be greater. Based on absolutely none evidence at all. I'm not going to disband the independent army yet. If I wait some, then they will just regain manpower on their own. So now, let's have a look here. I won't be able to use this Brown Castle unless I specifically accept Carpathian or Roman. No worries. What I can use permanently is the Krakow Cloth Hall. So let's grab that bad boy. And maybe also grab some courthouses. And then states. Let's statify this Polish land. At minimum. There we go, that will reduce autonomy. That lets me have... Uh-oh. Wrong one. Well, there goes all my church power. And autonomy change. There we go. Yeah, it gives prosperity as well, is where I was going with that, by the way. So I've started to establish better borders. This is still a little messy, but a lot of people will tell you that Ronaldo's better. Allied with Bremen, East Frisia, Ulm and Würzburg. So I believe my plan was to fight Bremen, take Bremen, Aachen, East Frisia and Hamburg all in that same war. I think was the plan, or the intention. And now my coalition basically doesn't exist. So I think I can start doing cleanup. Actually. Cleanup may well be possible. So let's just have you drill. I'm also going to just come in here and increase autonomy. I mean, I understand that they're quite restless, but that's okay. So now all I really have to navigate is alliance chains for these small guys. France are all with Lakota, so they're in a more far off American war. I mean, their colonial nation's very small. And they only have one colonial nation. That's kind of a bit weird for France, actually. Sometimes they have French Louisiana or French Canada, so to only have the US, like the 13 colonies state, is a little bit off kilter. Oh well. It's also weird to have Germany be a cream colour, so let's not discuss what's normal within this campaign. Mind you, it is a player-controlled Westphalia, so it's not exactly meant to be a quote-unquote normal, is it? Right, let's grab the Merc, send them out. I could get the Schwarzgarde. That could be the replacement for... Yeah, so maybe I remove the independent company, I take this Schwarzgarde, because that's also got more cannons on it. Just maybe. Use that idea. And let's give you a general so you can continue to drill. That sounds good to me. I'm not really fussed about the upcoming rebels. So why did I increase autonomy? Okay, I'm a little worried about the rebels, as in I just don't want to fight them, but I'm not concerned about their level. Okay, these are all surrounded by forts. Let's just rip through the rebels, but that one needs to be physically besieged. Convert Weissenberg. Oh, if one of you German bros can confirm what the name of the character for double S is here. I can't remember the name of it. I know the character has a name, but I can't remember what it is. Like how, you know, the in Gorse here, for instance, that's in Gorlitz here, that's umlauts. I can't remember what the double S character is called. Thanks in advance. So yeah, Erz there will de-siege itself. And I've kind of done a France here. I've got a lot of forts around my capital, so I'm thinking I don't need a fort in my capital. That sounds somewhat of a mistake by me. Brandenburg want access. You can have it. So yeah, Aachen. It's Bremen? East Frisia allied to Aachen, Bremen and Constance. So I can actually co-belligerate East Frisia. East Frisia are 49. Bremen are 60. Okay, cool. That sounds good. I help them to discover one province. Okay. Sure. Take our wins where we can get them. And I will take the admin power. Wonderful stuff. Let's also finish some more cores. Well, you know, the half states. However you want to see it. Two things. I've got the Bohemian. Alright, so first off, let's say lose 10 dip, whatever. Venetian glass. Sorry, for Bohemian crystal. Extra prestige. Skits production and tax, and increase the price of glass. Nice. That's kind of cool, considering I own, let's call it, a good fraction of the glass provinces in the game. In fact, am I the trader of glass? Let's have a little look here. Wrong button, it's the trade one you want, and then you go to strategic goods. I'm the production leader in cloth, but that's not the one I want. Glass. Yeah, I have 46.5%. but I don't have the trading bonus. Okay. Interesting. Probably just need to go beat the heck out of Venice, quite frankly. So the Merc plan was to debase a couple times, grab the, what did I say, which one was it? The Schwarzgard. And then will I be able to run this as well as or instead of? How will this one work? Because I might try my best to keep the independent army here. Oh, they've still got a little bit going on. Let's also undrill and bring my main army back. And I've just noticed the time, so we'll end things here. But next episode should be the German beatdown, I suppose. Take out some of these minor guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.